Negotiations among the U.S. and Canada on changing the Polar US Complementary Trading Treaty, Naphtha, are headed in their definitive day in no transactions in view. U.S. CEO Donald Trump card set a Friday last date for Canada to mark a new treaty in the U.S. and Mexico. He has endangered to keep Canada on the sidelines with declaring a breakout in Mexico on Monday. Yet, he and Canada Main Secretary Justin Trudeau include both have told they are encouraging a transactions is shut. U.S. trading member Robert Lighthizer is keeping negotiations in Washington. In Canada, Overseas Secretary Chryslistia Freeland designed at achieving a new transactions. Ms. Freeland told on Friday night how negotiators are no down there still on a transactions how can be coordinated on by both of parties, and how negotiations would go on after in the date. We're looking for a nice transactions, not fair any transactions, she told. Or we'll just accept to a transactions how is a nice transactions for Canada. Issues how include led to dissonance among the neighboring countries involve Canada's milk trading rules, controversy handling mechanisms and patent application protections for medication. Milk in special emerging to be a stumble unit in the talks on Friday. In U.S. officials proverb Canada had done no acquiescence on farming and Canada Main Secretary Justin Trudeau proverb he was permanent company on the question. In a way the record comments done to Bloomberg on Thursday and leaked to the Toronto Celebrity, Mr. Trump card told how any transactions in Canada would be completely on our regulation. There's the issue. If I say no, the reply's not, he told onto the paper. The CEO after recognized the speech in a chirp, proverb, at low Canada knows wherever I stay. Mr. Trump card has endangered to fee tariff on car components exported of Canada to the U.S. if a transactions is not achieved. The White's building wants to inform convention on Friday how it intends to come in a new trading treaty, to ensure the required 90 days note how would enable the new Naphtha transactions to be signed by December 1, the day Mexico's new leftward wing CEO conducted office space. We are substitute Naphtha in a nice, mark new US Mexico trading transactions, Mr. Trump card said supporters in Evansville, Indiana, on Thursday overnight. Lathe to Canada, he told, I believe it is departure to occur and we very include advanced a very nice relation. But they include to consider us quite. They refuged he purified us quite. Mr. Trump card has pronounced his disgust for multilateralism trading agreements on lot occasions. One day in office space he told he requested to reconsider, not peace, the consent, causing the recent year of negotiations. Mr. Trump card has as well endangered to remove the U.S. of the Planet Trading Organization, WTO, proverb it delicious his nation unjustly. The WTO was set to ensure rules for world trading and solve disputes among countries. Mr. Trump card says the flesh too frequently rules versus the U.S., though he concedes it has won several latter judgments. Mr. Trump card's precautionary on a probable U.S. drag out of the WTO key points the dispute among his protective trading policies and the outdoor trading framework how the WTO oversees. The U.S. has been involved in a tit-mouse-for-tat trading fight on several fronts in latter months. The one creation the largest concern is in China, as the planet's two greatest economies dispute for world impact. Mr. Trump card has entered tariff on a quantity of China consumer goods imported in the U.S. A tertiary circle of tariff on $200 BN, pound 154 BN, of China consumer goods could go as quickly as following 1 week, on to a Bloomberg paper. Requested to prove for the Bloomberg interviewing, CEO Trump card told how it was no completely incorrect. China has answered to U.S. tariff by formidable reciprocal taxes on the identical importance of U.S. means and has registered complaints versus the tariff at the WTO. Mr. Trump card has as well rotated up the warmth on the Europe Association, rejection it's proposed to remove car tariff if the joint state does the identical. The suggestion was no nice quite, he said Bloomberg. Their customer manners are to buy their cars, not to buy our cars. Europe Committee head Jean-Claude Juncker alerted on Friday how the EU would answer in tariff of its own if Mr. Trump card superimposed duties on overseas cars. As well for his poll campaigning, Mr. Trump card railed versus the Transport Pacific Association, TPP, a 12-nationality trading transactions how was a pin of CEO Barack Obama's Asia politics. Mr. Trump card told the transactions was a capacity calamity for our nation.